It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in...
Cam Little out for the opening kick. And we're underway from Everbank Stadium. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. They're led out by the legend over in LSU, the former #1 overall pick in 2020, Joe Burrow.
When Joe Burrow's between the white lines, he's one of the game's best and most entertaining quarterbacks. He just has a cool factor that is the envy of so many. Nothing seems to bother them other than some injuries that unfortunately have ended seasons early. When he's on the field, timing, the anticipation, the precision with which he plays, he has very few peers.
And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Has him on the quick hitter. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
On one, ready?
New set of downs for him at the 38. First down, Burrow to throw. Short pass brought in. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Stopped by Deion Henley.
Here we go.
Second down now, 7 to go.
180. 180.
To throw again, it's Burrow. This is hauled in by T. Higgins. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
On one, ready?
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
11.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day.
Here we go.
And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Play action now, Burrow. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, you're looking at a huge gain.
Running back sent in motion. On third down, here's Burrow. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. All set up now for 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. 1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Jump off caught by his back.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Burrow from the gun. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing. Job.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Butker knocks it through. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Has this at the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So here comes the Jaguar offense now. Their turn to set out on an opening drive. And bringing them out to former #1 overall pick out of Clemson in 2021, Trevor Lawrence.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, well, there's no question about it. Walking off that field with the loss, that stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent that result, so expect to see a motivated individual taking snaps here this week. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
He rolls to his right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
A handoff for Williams, running left. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Throw reeled in by Thomas. Third and just 2 to go. From the gun, Garindo. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Less than a yard needed here on 4th.
Red on red. Here we go.
Here's Garindo again. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. It's an 8-yard gain. What a great call on 4th down. It keeps this drive moving.
Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. And no problem converting on 4th.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Straight ahead with Williams. And he's to the 5 before going out of bounds. Give him 4 on that play. So now they've got 2nd and goal.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now it'll be 3rd and goal.
I think we're seeing why this defense likes him in coverage. He reacts so well to throws and is even more adept in breaking up those passes.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Hey, Lion. Silver.
Shotgun handoff to Garindo. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. This only a chip shot from the right hash. The kick by Shudak is good. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Bengals all set to go for their second drive. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. This one taken in by Chase. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
At the end of one, a field goal for each side, but no one. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They're looking at second and 3.
11 Thomas, 11 MT, 11 MT, take.
Toss play to Barkley. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. First and 10 from the 41.
11, 11, 11, 11, mighty, 12, 11, 11, 12, 12, 12.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is.
180. Right cut.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow finds the in route complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Option play, they give it to Barkley. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
Here we go, here we go.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
42.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
They'll run here on first down. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Now Burrow. Throw right side. Dell has it. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
11, 11, 11.
Looking to throw, Burrow. Bails out of the pocket. And he will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals take a second quarter lead. Joe Burrow with the touchdown. Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. Second drive of the game upcoming for this Jaguar offense. And they take over down 10-3 following that score. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now Lawrence on the play fake. That's reeled in by Jaden Reed. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 31-yard play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Up the gut they go with Williams. Into the 2nd level past the 30. And he takes this all the way down to the 24-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And they make the play at the 23, a gain of only a little. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Lawrence in the pistol. Escapes out to the left. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
All right, let's go. Hey, kill.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And give him 6 on the run as that play takes us to the 2-minute warning. So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal.
Rip, 23. Here we go.
Williams. And he's in for the touchdown. The Jaguars earn the chance to tie before halftime. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars tie things 10-10. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Here come the Bengals to take over once again. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. On 1st down, here's Burrow. Hits his running back. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
Here we go.
Tight end going in motion here. Burrow back to throw. Higgins makes the catch. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their 1st. All right, set now, 1st and 10.
Let's get set. Stop. Stop.
From the red zone now. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals get some late points and the lead. McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Bengals break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 3. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Jaguars about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. And normally they'd need this out, Brock, but facing such a small deficit, good chance they try to get a field goal here before the break. They've got first down from the 31.
Easy, route.
Lawrence now off the play action. And a man is there to knock that away.
You know, that is so hard to do. It's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Couldn't find Brian Thomas Jr. on that throw. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Hey, run. Silver.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. The Jaguars into punt formation. And this will be his first effort of the contest. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it'll be Bengals football.
On 2, ready?
The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins.
Stop.
Throwing is Burrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable, and creates space to take that shot downfield.
A final throw before the break. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. And I guess we'll follow up with the rest of the NFL after this one ends. We're moving right along to the start of the second half. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Here come the Jaguars, taking the field on offense to start the 3rd. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
On red.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Throwing on the run, deep down the... It's complete! Oh my, they left it wide open downfield. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's a Jaguar first down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
That's Thomas. He's got it. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. On the move, headed right. He's going to keep it this time. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars cut into the lead coming out of halftime. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars make it 17-all. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. It's all squared up again following that touchdown, partner, so some added importance on this series.
11 empty.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Side.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
On second down, here's Barkley. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. First and 10 for him now following the penalty.
Here we go. Stop.
Burrow setting to throw. Completes this one to Chase. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals grab the lead on their first series of the half. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. One after up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Jacksonville heading out there on offense. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
The 24.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Here we go.
First down throw, Lawrence. Connection made to Isaac Garindo. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well, and it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising, quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Rip, 23. Red.
Now a give to Garindo. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of this. Dax Hill up for the stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Now it's a bootleg for him. Headed out right. Finds a man, right side. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down. Lawrence working from the gun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Williams does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line. Trying to work quickly now. QB sneak coming. And he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown! The Jaguars can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the third. Trevor Lawrence with the touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. Little Tex on the extra point. And the Jaguars bring it back to even. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals and Joe Burrow all... First and 10 now from the 30. Okay, the wide receiver is going to get it to begin the drive. And this run is stopped after getting up past the 35. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard. Well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
That one's complete, right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
12, 12, 12.
First down, Burrow to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
They have themselves another 1st and 10.
11, 11, 11, 11, mighty. 12, 11, 11, 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
On one, ready?
We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given... Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Here we go. 11 Thomas. 11 MT. 11 MT.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. A gain of 4 for them. That sets up 3rd and 7. Burrow out of the shotgun. That's caught for the 1st. He's got the Cincinnati touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, Can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. Finds some space. He's past the 30. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. Now the Jaguars getting set to go. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. Buying some time right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover, wisely throwing it away.
Lawrence in the pistol. This one finds the fullback. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Williams now on 1st and 10. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Here's Lawrence to throw. Got Williams, and it's complete. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
And he's able to rip off a chunk of red zone yardage to the 10. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. Another run for Williams. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. They get 2 on the play, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. They stay on the ground with Williams. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
They've got a man in motion. Throw reeled in by Thomas. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal.
Red on red.
Now Lawrence. Ooh, that looked like a pick for a second, but it hits the end zone grass. They are very fortunate to get this one back, but now they've got 4th down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Hey, run! Here we go.
Desperation time here on 4th. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Burrow from the gun. This one taken in by Chase. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Finds his man Chase. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm. But these outcuts, it is so imperative. And the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Looking to throw. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a quarterback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes on how to stay in position and, most importantly, swat that pass away.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. We've got a stoppage now. There was a player shaken up on that return, so we'll take a brief break as they tend to him.
30 left.
Shotgun handoff to Garindo. And he's taken down after a short rush at about the 36. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, Lion. Red.
From the 36. Dump off caught by his back. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Love that call, Brock, going for the slant route, trying to move the chains, but the defense read it all the way. They had somebody right there ready to knock that ball out.
You know, if there's one thing consistent with you, Kate, you do love that route.
I love that route, man.
You love the slant. I know. It's from your childhood of watching Jerry and Joe and the Niners do it so well. But this defense, they knew what was coming. And he was able to separate that slant from the ball before it could ever get going.
So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Here we go. What is that?
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Hits him on the out route. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Bengals double their lead to 14. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this out to the 33. The Jaguars and receiver Jaden Reed set to take over once again. Their failure on 4th down was answered by a touchdown, so they're really going to need to rebuild some momentum as they take the field once again. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Receiver in motion, headed right. 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Finds him on the crossing route. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he runs it down inside the 15 before going out. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's a Jaguar 1st down. Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
23.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. Has it in close. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Now, after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look.
Ready.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Here we go.
Williams has the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars now within 1 score in the 4th. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. On his Little for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jaguars chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. So they're going to line up for the onside kick that may just decide this game. Just over a minute to play. And the Bengals hands team does its job recovering that kick. Ooh, can't get it back on the onside kick. Can still get a final chance with a quick 3 and out, though, albeit not with a lot of time for them left to work with.
Yeah, Kate, unless they can force a miracle turnover, and we've seen that before, a 3 and out is really the only avenue remaining. Defense, go buckle it up.
1st down, a run with Barkley. And he won't win the race to the outside. That one's bottled up at the line. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
12. 11 Thomas. 11 MT. 11 MT. Hey.
Hand off to the back. He's out in the clear. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. Finds some trying to break a return. Oh, no, he lost the football! And they dodge a turnover there on the return. Now the Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. And we'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10. Lawrence now off the play action. Trying to push it deep downfield. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Jaden Reed, the intended target. So 2nd down coming up.
You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end. Only 1 timeout remaining. They've got to work quickly here. It's 1st and 10. Chased out to his right. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Jordan Battle with the INT. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed and really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
Stop.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
2nd and 3 now. So the Bengals take this one on the road. And they're continuing.